1 through 3, to me, very, very freaking good.
Yeah.
I won't say great, though.
Really?
Season 4, to me, makes Attack on Titan great.
Not even close.
That's just me, man.
Because
Season 3, to me, is it's a lot of confusing setup. It's a lot of talky.
Yeah, but
It's a lot sometimes in Season 2 and 3. It does pay off on both those seasons, but I do get... It loses me sometimes. I'm like, okay, where are we going? What's the point of this? Wait, what just happened? Hold on, I gotta go back. Wait, what? I literally had to take notes a couple times throughout the fucking series just to stay up to date on what's going on and what the lore is and who the characters are.
So did I.
It's a lot of shit going on sometimes, and sometimes the pacing isn't always there for me. But when Attack on Titan's on point, it is some of the best anime ever done. It is top tier. But for me, 2 seasons back to back, it's just a lot of time to set up to get a payoff. Where for me, season 4 so far, I'm never bored.
Wait, what do you mean the 2 seasons back to back?
Season 2 and season 3 for me was very slow setup and starting.
Really?
Very strong finish for me. Because season
God.
2, I felt like we weren't even focused on the characters we spent time with in the first season.
Because they're expanding the world.
Out the world. Now, I'm cool with that, but stuff like One Piece to me does that without boring me. Attack on Titan at times bores and confuses me. I don't get that with fucking Naruto even. I ain't saying this is good, but Naruto to me is entertaining and I'm into it and I'm not as bored, especially when you skip the filler.
Yeah, but the only cool thing about like
That's what I'm
Naruto
saying.
when it comes to that kind of stuff is like the lore,
I know,
which is the
but
shit
what I'm
that
saying
they
is when
just
it's-
talk about. You know, like if
It's
the
not
actual
confusing. I can follow
because it's
along.
non-existent.
I get it, but Attack on Titan is non-existent. But it's very, very fucking confusing at times.
It is
There's
confusing.
a lot of shit going on. Like, if we tried to explain it to Miguel right now, we'd have to do a whole nother hour-long fucking segment on
Oh,
this
it's
shit.
definitely gonna take an hour long, but I could definitely explain it.
But that's what I'm talking about. That's just it's a little bit much at times. That's
Well,
all I'm saying.
no, it's 'cause,
it's
like-
epic, it's ambitious, but it's a little much.
If you
To
think
me,
about it, it
just
really is not that harder.
streamlines.
Like hard to like get it.
I don't know, dude.
Because like if you really think about it, coming from actually it might have been because like I rewatched it like 4 times. But anyway, when I think about like when I come back and I think about like all the shit that we learn in the show,
lot,
they do
dude.
tell you like it's mystery. Like yeah, they're like there's this person, but we're not gonna talk about him for like a while. And you're just like, what the fuck, you know? Which yes,
There's
it
a
does
whole
piss me
thing
off.
with the main character Eren Yeager having this key that his father left him to get into the cellar to figure out what experiments he's been working on, right?
Right.
This shit is not paid off for like 50, 60 episodes.
Because it's
but
kinda
they're
hard to do that.
Building it up so slowly, you almost forget about it. I literally forgot about it until the episode was called Into the Cellar or some shit. And I was like, oh yeah,
Really?
they gotta go to the cellar. I forgot. Because they got all this other shit going on with Wall Maria got broken into by this Titan. This guy is actually a Titan the whole time, and
Right.
he betrayed us. She betrayed us. They betrayed us. Why did they betray us? I don't know. Eren, do you know anything about your dad? No. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks now. And it's like, what? What flashbacks?
Oh,
and then that recontextualizes everything you just watched for 3 seasons, but they take the whole first half of season 3 to explain this shit to you, but then you're like, what's going on in the present? What the hell's going on with that?
the
And
Boba
by the
Fett-
time they
Boba
tell
Fett
you,
effect.
it's not like Boba Fett because you're interested in what's going on. It just takes a while to get there, but it always gets there. Boba right now, the jury's still out. It hasn't got there yet. It's almost there, but it hasn't kind of got to what they were, kind of setting up and what the promise was and all that shit. Now, if Boba comes together in the last few episodes, for example, then it's going to be like Attack on Titan. Excuse me. I'm in for the ride, but you're taking a little long. You're taking the scenic route when sometimes you should just take the fucking 10 and get me to the destination. It moseys around a little too much sometimes. And like I said, the mysteries are good, but you really got to pay attention. I'm telling you, you can't throw this show on and watch it in the background if this is the first time
And you want to
watched it.
understand it, you have
In
to sit there and watch
English,
it.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I did that and had to go back and rewatch 2 to 3 episodes at a time 4 or 5 fucking times.
That's why I watched the whole series 4 times, and then I
shit.
read
Like
it
I said,
twice.
One Piece has 10 times more episodes and is never that confusing.
Because they stretch it out.
They do. But that's my point. One Piece is more stretched out than any anime that exists
No,
in the genre.
but, like,
but it never bores you to get to the
No,
point.
but,
Attack
like,
on Titan bores you to get
Because
to
the point of
That's all
One
I'm
Piece
saying.
is about the adventure. They're
Yes.
pirates going on, and it just so happens that there's a mystery and lore in the world. They're just fucking literally
Yes.
running into it as they go on.
But that's what
But
I'm saying.
when it comes with Attack on Titan, that whole story is about the mystery. Like the
Exactly.
whole world
But
is about the mystery and then the
like I
hidden
said,
stuff
it's good mysteries. It just takes a little long getting there at times. Now,
compared to One Piece.
no, I'm not
Okay,
saying
good.
compared to One Piece, but I'm saying I'm using a long thing to explain that Attack on Titan is a quarter length of that show. But to me,
Like
I
5%
felt like it
of
was
that
more
length.
exhausting to get to what we've gotten to in much less time. I've been watching One Piece for 2 years on the same arc almost, and I have not felt bored or felt long in the tooth.
But they don't
once.
really talk about the lore.
I get it, but what I'm saying is it's just the pacing.
And
of
it's kind of hard to confuse people. Oh, there's a rubber man. He punches somebody. Awesome.
I'm
That's
just
really
using it as
it.
an example of a long thing that's dragging out a
Right.
mystery. To me, it's just like Attack on Titan gets so serious and it's so deep on the lore
Yes.
at times. It's a bit much.
Right.
It's really dope in the sense of there's always stakes. You never know what's
Yes.
going to
Love
happen
steak.
next.
Yes.
It always keeps you on your toes. Like I said, it's just when they're taking time to build out the world and the characters, I just feel like sometimes they go so long in the tooth with so much shit going on, they have to kind of catch you up again. And it's like, damn. Like, there's a big twist that just happened in season 4 right now without getting too deep into it, where
There is?
he's like,
Oh, right,
aha,
right.
I tricked you.
Yes. I
No,
forgot.
you didn't, motherfucker. I just tricked you. Like, okay, really?
The whole Black Zetsu moment.
It's like, exactly. It's like, okay, you tricked him, but he's really tricking you the whole time, but you kind of thought he might be tricking you.
In
so
reality,
you're
it's this
waiting.
guy's plan all along.
I'm
It's
like-
like, who fucking, are you serious?
I'm like, okay.
It's like, you guys are just idiots.
like,
But like, they would have fixed it if they dragged it out. If the anime and the
Like I
manga was a
said,
little bit longer,
it's not too
It would
long
given
where
you
you're
a
like,
break.
I'm out of here. But
It
it starts to.
it
and
does
then they get there.
it does
Yeah.
overwhelm you at times.
It's a bit much, but when Attack on Titan is on point,
It's on point.
It's on point as fuck. Like
Yeah.
season 1 to me is how you do a fucking anime. It's heartbreaking.
I love
it's
season
funny,
2 and 3.
It has training arcs, but it doesn't take so long in the training.
How
where
far-
you don't get to the villains.
How far into the season and the first one do you like know who the colossal titan is?
I think that's in like
You don't even know who
season
that is in season 1.
3.
You find that out between season 2
2
and
to 3.
3.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Which is which
Is
that's
Is
kind
it
of
that
that's what he
scene
means.
where like there's like a hole in the wall and his eyes like going like looking through it?
no.
No, that's another
No,
scene.
that's a different scene, which actually ties into the end game.
Yes.
Which I see what you're saying, Kenny.
It's
But
it's a lot sometimes.
It's a lot.
It's great. I'm not saying it's not good stuff. I'm just saying it's just I just don't want to feel bored or feel like I have to do homework when I'm watching something. And at times it feels like that with this show, and it's so much significantly lesser and not as long as so many other animes I just have watched or have heard about or watched before or I'm about to watch. It's like even Bleach. It's like it's just we get to the point we're getting to without me feeling like I'm exhausted to get there. So that's the only thing I'm saying. Attack on Titan is a great anime. It's just for me, I wouldn't say it's great for me all the time. But I do understand why it is hyped up. I think it's still going to go down as one of the best animes put out there.
It is.
But to
Like,
me,
even now.
it's not as accessible as other things because of the exhausting.
Because we're so used to the other
thing.
shit, though.
Exactly.
'Cause we're
But
so used to,
I
like,
said,
Naruto, One
Attack
Piece.
on Titan stands on its own, but it is
Yeah.
a colossal titan where you feel the climbing of getting up that motherfucker. But when you get to the top of the hill, it's glorious.
That's smooth sailing.
And if this show ends off with season 4, part 2, the way I hope it does, it's all worth it. It's fantastic stuff.
How do you hope it ends? Because I know how it ends. I'm just curious on how close
I don't
you
know.
are. Damn it.
I don't need anything specific. It's just don't bore me. Keep up this great pacing that we're doing. And I'm telling you, this show can end on a great note. But just don't make it too confusing and enough twist. I've had enough fucking twist. Can we just end the story? Enough twist. I got you. No, I got you, mother. I got you. I knew the whole time.
But it's the whole thing about
like,
planning
okay.
to defeat your enemy. It's kind of
I
like a
know.
Death Note vibe.
like a chess game.
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
But that's another thing. I love Death Note, but after L, something happens to him. It's like, okay, couldn't we just kept L around and ended this mystery already? Do we
Right,
really gotta
okay.
keep this going?
Everybody says that. Have you seen Death Note?
No.
Damn.
It's
You need to
great.
watch it.
But to
It's
me,
really good.
it's similar to Attack on Titan. It's like
I've watched
Nothing
the
like
movie.
Attack on Titan.
no, I'm saying
Bad
no, I'm
bad
saying it's
adaptation.
like,
Don't do that.
It's a little bit much
Don't do
after
that.
a while. Attack on Death Note up until a certain point to me is just I'm always on the edge of my seat. I'm there. I'm never
Yes.
bored. After that, it starts to kind of lose steam a little bit, but it's
Yes.
still a great ending to the story.
Check
It's-
this out. I
it's-
watched the last episode.
You've seen the last
What the
episode
fuck
of
are
Death
you
Note, but you
doing?
haven't even
Yeah.
seen like any of it else.
No.
Dude, that's like watching
What?
Scream at the end and getting the whole reveal with Billy and Stu, but you didn't watch anything that led up to it, so it literally means nothing because you just jumped to the ending. It's like
You just
gotta
wanted to
stop
know who the
doing
killer
that
was,
sometimes,
kind
bro.
of.
My,
deal.
my brother watching it, so I was like, "Oh, what are you watching?"
Oh, so you just came in and he
Yeah.
was just the last. Okay, that's fair. That's
Okay,
fair.
well, like I said,
It's not like he seeked it.
it's just
like,
if you ever
yeah.
go back to watch it now, it's just gonna.
Nah,
make
I'm gonna watch it
weird.
for sure.
All right, I just feel like it's gonna be kind of weird at first, but I guess by the time you get to a certain point in the series, you'll kind of know where things are going. So I don't know how that's gonna change your
No, I
experience.
had no idea what was going on whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
That's perfect. Keep
All
it that
right,
way.
well, I
So when
guess
you
it's fine.
rewatch it, just try to forget on
But
how
to
it
me,
ended.
unlike Attack on Titan, it's never confusing.
Yeah,
It's a good
not as
mystery
confusing.
that does have some twists and turns, but you're not like, wait, nigga, what? Wait, could you say that again?
Well, it's because Attack on Titan takes pride into their mystery a lot.
Wait. So if he died,
Yeah.
They
They love to like troll us fans.
his
so
dad's
they like
a dick,
to like
but
yeah.
his dad was
The writer's a
going
dick,
through
to be honest.
this, and he's related to. Oh shit!
But
hold
like
up.
in Death Note, they explain it quickly enough, so
Yeah.
you're not sitting there like, oh, what
You're
the
like
fuck,
this, dude.
you
You're
know?
like-
There's only like 25 episodes, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
You're like this.
Oh,
Wait,
shit, that's pretty fast.
he's him? Season 2? Oh, wait a second. Nigga, what? Oh, yeah. So this happened. Okay, hold on. I got to read the description of that episode. Right. Oh, okay. I got you, dog. I got you. It's like,
It's really not that bad.
to me, I'm just saying, for me, you really got to pay attention, bro.
Well, you
Like,
do have to pay attention. I'm not knocking that.
To me,
but it's
like I
not
said,
like
to me for anime, it's a bit confusing for anime for what I've watched. I ain't watched every anime, but I've watched the majority of the popular ones.
Yes.
And it's never that hard to follow.
But that's the problem. It's because it's the
I
popular
don't think
ones.
it's a bad thing. I'm just saying you got to know yourself going into the show.
Right.
It's not a breezy watch. That's all I'm saying. Like if you want some really epic, deep stuff with some really hardcore action, nope, it's not pulling punches in the gore department. Like when niggas be dying, you don't know what's gonna happen next, and you want to be on the edge of your seat. Do it. I'm just saying it. I don't recommend binging this show whatsoever.
Why?
Yeah, why?
That's what I felt like. I
We
got
live in a
confused.
world where like
I got
Oh.
confused
streaming
at times.
services.
I feel like
Yeah.
just
Are
take your
streaming it.
time a little bit. I'm just saying, don't watch season 2.
It's because
in
you
a
just
week.
got overwhelmed
Watch it in 2
with
weeks.
all the information that
That's
came
a,
into
it's
play.
a lot of information.
It's a lot
to
of
binge,
information.
dude. It's a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people would like I went back and reread it and rewatched it for certain scenes just
Yeah,
because I was
it's-
like,
it's
what the
just a
fuck just
lot of
happened?
going on.
Which I feel that, but it doesn't. It's not like you're
It's
going.
not so confusing.
It's
where
not
it's
like
like Inception, but
Yeah.
it feels like Inception for a little while, but then they clear it up.
it just goes into like a second dream.
Yeah.
Not a dream within a dream within,
Within
a dream
within
within a
a
dream.
dream.
Yeah, none
But
of that
it's-
bullshit.
It's at least 3 levels deep, bro.
Kind of shit like that.
It's
Yeah.
at least 3 levels deep. It's not
Yeah.
5 or 6 levels where we got to explain it, but you do have to really pay attention. But like I said, Attack on Titan is a fucking awesome anime. I'm not saying it's not. It's just for me, I couldn't put it in a top 5 because I don't see myself going back
Not the
to
top
this.
5. Get them, you guys.
I don't see myself going back to rewatch this every year, multiple times a year. But I'm gonna watch Attack on Titan at least once every couple years, and every time I meet somebody that hasn't seen it, I'm gonna start watching season 1.
When
with
it
them,
ends, it's
and
a
gonna
yearly
be
thing for
cool.
me.
And if there's a really great ending with season 4, part 2, I'm always gonna recommend the series. Like I said, it's just not a breezy light watch. To me, it's the equivalent of watching something like The Godfather or something like that, where I'm not gonna sit down and watch The Godfather every freaking month of the year. But I'm going to sit down every couple years and watch the masterpiece at work.
I've never seen
It's
The Godfather.
just really deep
I've
and a
never
lot
seen
to
it.
get through.
Me neither.
Yeah, I know. And I haven't even seen the whole Godfather trilogy. We're not alone there.
Don't
That's
worry.
one we might all do together as a retro thing.
That'd be
but
kind of cool.
That's what I'm talking about. It's just it's a deep movie. You know, Saving Private Ryan. No one's sitting there watching Saving Private Ryan every week like, oh my
Oh,
God.
no,
this
not
is
every
so
week, but
fun. It's
a hard movie to watch.
Yes. That's what Attack on Titan's not that hard like that, but for anime, it's kind of like the war movie of animes. It's warfare. It's deep. Like it's
not
not for the faint
real.
of heart. It's very gritty.
It is.
It's very deep. It's very detailed.
You could actually tell mostly
It's
about
very
like the
mature.
color schemes for like a lot of animes.
Yeah.
A lot of animes that are a lot more peppier.
This is not
DBZ,
that.
One Piece.
Uh,
It's colorful.
How heavy are the dumbbells you lift?
What?
Is a preppy anime?
Yeah,
Oh,
this is the complete opposite of
I
that.
know what you're talking about.
This is completely the opposite
yeah,
of that.
and you notice like the color schemes of it.
Yeah.
Like in that anime alone, it's colorful. It's like it's very bright.
ain't.
Attack on Titan
Unless they're lighting
is
something on fire
it's
or some
specifically drawn in this kind of dark aesthetic.
Yeah.
To show on
No,
how
I
dark
see
the
it.
It
world
looks
is.
like
see it.
it looks like if Zack Snyder made manga.
Yeah,
That's literally what it looks like.
but that's the initial intention of it.
But yeah, man, like it's just crazy stuff, dude. Like, and I love the characters: Aaron Yeager, Armin,
Aaron's an
Levi.
amazing character.
I love all
Levi.
these characters. The side
Levi's
characters.
sick.
And like I said, in season 2 and 3, they definitely take their time to build out the characters and the world around it. But it's worth it. I highly recommend Attack on Titan. If you haven't seen it, like you, man, I recommend you get on it. Like I said, just don't binge it in 2 weeks. Just take some time with it a little bit. I would say watch it in a month. You know what I mean? Like take 30 days to really take it all in, enjoy it, savor it, and have some good times with it.
Take
this
notes.
is not a fun, breezy watch. I'm not
You have
joking.
to.
It's not something that, my girlfriend's coming over. And unless she's really dyed in the wool with this shit, I don't recommend this for your casual anime fan. This is something where if you really like this
So
genre,
how is it so mainstream then? If it's like
because it's great.
It's because when like
you guys talking about how it's confusing it is,
It's not-
but
I'm not
I'm
saying-
pretty sure like
no, I'm
freaking
saying-
the chicken like
I'm not saying it's
the
confusing.
cheerleading squad is gonna be like I love Attack on Titans.
They
no,
do.
it's
Some do.
they do, but this isn't Demon
but they don't
Slayer.
understand like
This is not Demon
Yeah.
Slayer. It's not that big. It's just it's Dragon Ball big.
well,
you know what I mean?
The reason why so what happened with Attack on Titan is when it first came out, it was so big because people were getting eaten alive by bigger people, which was
And you
it's
see
never
niggas
before
getting
seen.
eaten alive.
Yeah,
It's
I seen
not-
that first episode.
Blood,
Yeah, episode
body
1,
parts are getting
which
ripped up.
yeah, oh fucking hey, dude, the manga's so
Aaron
gruesome.
Yeager sees his mother get ate in front
Yeah.
of him.
Yeah, which is
And,
crazy.
and another thing is that Titan is important.
Don't spoil that.
I'm just saying, you wouldn't think so, but that Titan is important.
Yes.
To them, to who, to where, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you.
To the
but
story.
guess what? You got to watch 90% of this shit to understand that. And then if you don't pay attention, you might miss who the fuck that was because you're like, wait, what are you talking about? How is she important? Oh.
But it all ties back together, and then it does make sense.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it just takes a while for it to make sense.
yeah,
kind of deal.
that's all I'm saying. It's not like confusing like that where you won't get it. All I'm saying is you really have to pay attention and watch this thing. Like you can't just throw it on and clean in the background. You can't do that. If you're willing to sit down and watch some deep stuff in an animated form, this is awesome, fun stuff. This is the Lord of the Rings of anime. This is that type of vibe. It's not fun. It's not a blast. It's not One Piece. It's not funny. It's just dark, brutal, serious.
There's no like
stuff.
funny scenes.
There's
at
a
all.
couple like
funny scenes
comedic
because
scenes,
because
but
earlier on, before shit really hits the fan, and they're in training and they're at the camp, and because it's a military vibe,
Yeah.
there is camaraderie between the people at the camp. They do show some backstories of people having some fun times in simpler times.
They do make
but
jokes
It's like
sometimes,
5% of the show.
Like, maybe
I'm
less.
not playing.
It's, like,
in
way
season
less.
3, there's no laughing at all. Season
No.
4, there is not a single moment you're laughing at.
nobody was really
at all.
smiling.
I really like in One Piece when they do something funny and they make that noise like, "Dun." Well, you know what I'm
Yes.
talking about?
Yes.
You don't get any of that.
That's
Yeah, we don't get
terrible.
any of that. We don't get like any funny like faces,
No.
nothing like that.
This ain't
Which-
That's
Pokemon,
funny.
my
it's
nigga.
like there would be like it's funny because I actually kind of like the comedy in Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
because
it's good
not
comedy.
the same.
It's situational humor.
Well, also it's because like whenever they do a comedy joke, it's not like the people are sitting there like ha ha ha, like they get it. They just look at them like what? Because like I'm
It's some
I'm
dark
looking at
humor
it too,
sometimes,
like
too.
that too. But like when you think about it, you're not expecting a joke when like the dude's mom just got eaten. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not literally like right after, but you see that happening. You know the world they're living in, and they're fucking busting a joke out of nowhere. So everybody looks at them like surprised. Because
"Oh."
I'm sitting there looking at them surprised. I was like, was that a fucking joke? Like, are they cracking jokes right now?
Yeah,
like,
man,
really? It's that kind of like, but it's very minuscule. Like, it's barely even in the
Yeah.
show. They don't really have any comedy
Yeah.
stuff.
Like I said, dude, this is an anime. Like I said, this is an anime when you want something a little more darker, a little more serious, a little more thought provoking. This is what you watch. That's all I'm
Right.
saying. Take your time with it, enjoy it. It's great stuff. Like I said, it's not going to be on my top 5 of enjoyment or anything like that. If you're going to say objectively, is this one of the best animes ever made? Yes.
Yes.
Is it in the top 10 animes produced when you're talking about objectively and like filmmaking and people writing stuff? Yes. But I'm just saying, if I had to make a top 10 favorite anime, It's going to be probably in the lower half of the top 10, but that's not saying it's quality. I'm just saying the enjoyment level of it because it's a little bit deep. I'm not going to jump back to this right away after it finishes like I did One Piece or something like that. I'm going to probably wait till like 2023 or something like that and then watch it again and be like, damn, man, you know what? I'm going to watch some of that Attack on Titan. It's time for some real shit, you know? Or you go through something a little more serious in life and you kind of want to, you know, have something thought-provoking. It's great. To me, this is the Saving Private Ryan, Black Hawk Down of anime. This is not for the faint of heart. This is not for the kids. This is for the teenagers and the adults.
Yeah.
This is mature. This is serious. You know what I'm saying?
You said Black
like
Hawk Down,
this ain't
too.
this is no jokes. There's no fun to be had. The funnest thing is just seeing them swing around with their gear. There's nothing else fun about
Right.
it. You know, and seeing them ride horses, you get that medieval kind of Viking knight, you know, vibe. But like I said, great characters. The sub and the dub to me both are great. I highly recommend it. You need to watch it eventually, my friend. All you guys out there, let us know what you think about Attack on Titan seasons 1 through 3 and what you think of the new season with no spoilers, though. Just let us know if you're digging it and let us know if you're going to be tuning in every week to check out season 4 part 2. And what do you think about all the lead up to where we're at today with seasons 1 through 3 leading up for season 4? Do you think it's great? Do you think it's whatever? Do you get confused at times like me? You know, let us know what you think in the comments, man. And we know this is a little bit of a longer episode, man, but we wanted to get into all that anime goodness.
Yeah, sorry about
This is
that.
super long. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry
man.
about that.
This is going to be one of the longer episodes we did since episode 2, but we had a lot of freaking great geeky goodness to get into today, man.